what I'd like to discuss is the alignments in golf. In golf, really, you've got the geometry involved, and then you've got the physics, the force. But without the geometry in, the force is basically wasted. So when we talk about geometry, we're talking about the path of the swing on one side, but the alignments of the body, the alignments of the club, the alignments of everything within the swing, so that you can make that club travel in that circular orbit easily and without any steering. So the first alignment in golf that we really need to look at is the alignment of the hands to the club, and the left wrist to the club shaft is classified in our program as the number 1 alignment. If that's in line, then as you swing through the golf ball, you can maintain that shaft and left arm alignment through the impact zone into follow through. If it's not in line, then everything else is just a compensation. So that's number 1. The second alignment that we're looking at is that same wrist to the club face, the bottom leading edge of the club face. So with those two alignments through the hands on the club, you've got your hands in a line with the club. Now, in taking the stance, the third alignment that we're looking at is the club shaft to the body's center, the center of the hips here. So we want the club shaft to be opposite the center of the hips. From there, we're now looking at the arms and the alignment. You want the elbows, the points of the elbows pointing down towards the hip sockets, the right elbow towards the right hip socket, left elbow towards the left. And by pushing your hands together and pushing down, you'll find that the left arm is straight, the right arm is bent at the elbow, but both elbows are pointing downward. That's the fourth alignment that we're looking at. Fifthly, we'll be looking at the spine. So by starting on the right foot, you'll see here there's a slight tilt of the spine, and then from here we bend from the hips. This gives us the bend of the body. So we're getting a bend over here. So that fifth alignment is the spine alignment in the address position. And then sixthly, we're aiming the club face at the ball's target, which in turn helps line up the shoulders, the hips, the knees and the feet, so that the stance alignment falls in line to the ball's target. So there's 6 major alignments in the swing, in the setup, in the address routine. Within the swing itself, there are a couple of alignments that are very important. What we want to have happen is the hands and arms, when they're swinging, they never swing across the body. So the relationship of the hands and arms to the body center must remain in front. So the hand and arm action is in front of the body throughout the swing. It looks like the club's going backwards and forwards, but it's the rotation of the body that's taking it back. The hands and arms are remaining in front of the body throughout the whole swing. And we classify that as the 7th alignment, a very important one. Next alignment we're looking at is, as we make that swing, we could look at the knees. So you don't want to have the knees going backwards and forwards, finish up putting a lot of stress, and we finish up losing our center. So the alignment of the knees at number 8, the left knee goes out over towards the left toe. The right knee remains flexed in the backswing, it doesn't straighten. So looking at it from the front on angle, you're looking at the alignment of the knees. Left knee that way and the through swing this way. Looking at it down the line, if you look at the knees in the forward press, the left knee goes back, the right knee doesn't move much. In the backswing, the right hip turns, but the right knee remains flexed, it never straightens. So the knee alignment throughout the swing is very important. And then finally, at this moment in time, the 9th alignment we're looking at is the club head path towards the ball, and as we come down towards the ball, we call this the A to B alignment, the hit line. So the club head moving down towards the ball has the club shaft moving in line with the left forearm. There's none of this. So at number 9 alignment is the club head A to B. Simply throwing the club head at the ball brings in line the club shaft with the left forearm. And so those 9 alignments are pretty important.
Yep. Number 9.
Number 9. So we've reached number 9. So let's put those together in a shot. See what they look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the 7, 8 and 9 go in pretty quick. So you never want to see the left knee going sideways from this angle with the camera. You want to always see it going out and back. And you never want to see the arms coming across the body. Hands and arms stay in front. Ooh. And so the alignments in golf are very important. Let's see you hit a couple doing that. Just putting it together. And see how easily you can do it. Right on line to the hole. Of course, the worst thing that can happen here is you can get stuck thinking about all those things, and this is where you need to drill them in, isn't it? So we're just drilling at the moment.
Trust that really. Trust the A to B.
Pretty good.
That's half the problem, is not trusting the A to B.
What do you...
Thinking that C will get in line with A to B.
A to B.
Oh, G I mean.
Ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So A to B, throw the club head down at the ball. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So probably the main ingredient is T.
A to B equals T.
Yeah. Trust.
T for trust and T for target.